the policies that he's putting in place are very much constitutional, are very much in favor of protecting the national sovereignty and the lives of Americans, and people will realize that.
Some have questioned the constitutionality of some of his proposals, specifically this idea of a temporary ban on Muslims. So can you address that when you're here saying, no, what he's proposing is constitutional, yet he's catching a lot of flack from very informed observers who say it's not?
Well, and also other legal scholars have come out and actually identified the scope and the precedent for something like that. Title VIII gives the President of the United States the explicit authority to either stop, halt, pause for any time that he deems necessary any class of alien citizen that he deems a threat to the United States. It's in Title VIII in the Code, Section 1182. A lot of people throw in the religious freedom or no religious test, but that's not with regards to immigration. That's only in regard to Article 6.
Okay, let me address something else. So there were protesters obviously there to disrupt the rally, and they were taken out by security. It was a little unclear how involved police were, how involved security at the event was, but there were a lot of, well, I will say several supporters who were yelling rather unsavory things that actually we can't repeat here on air. What does that say, sort of? I think some people are looking at that and they wonder if that is representative of the tenor of sort of what is happening and sort of the anger that Donald Trump is really tapping into.
Well, we also know there's a lot of plants at some of these rallies to make it look as if there are supporters saying and doing bad things. So I'll leave that there, but I will also
you actually think that some of the people who are yelling, then you think that actually they were just pretending to be supporters misbehaving?
Well, I'm saying I don't know, just because we have seen this happen a number of times. Even in the grassroots movement at the beginning of the Tea Party, there'd be plants put in there to make the Tea Parties look racist. They would hold up signs and people standing next to them would literally be saying, this guy is not with us. So we've experienced this over time in the grassroots movement. But what I will say is there is a point of contention in this country, and for the first time in a very long time we have opposition to the status quo, and I expect people to engage in the political process.
Can I talk to you about Ted Cruz? Because
Sure.
It seems at this point, especially after this audio that was revealed of Ted Cruz saying that he thinks that the Donald Trump campaign is going to peter out, and obviously maybe revealing of his strategy, he wants to be the guy who is there when it does. Donald Trump, actually, hold on just a minute, Katrina, stand by with me because I do want to go to Jeff Zeleny, who is inside of the Venetian, where he has a candidate who is arriving. Zeleny?
I feel great. I feel distressed for our country.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Take care.
All right, Jeff Zeleny for us inside of the Venetian. So, Jeff, hopefully you can hear me, but there you have former New York Governor George Pataki.